Evening, everybody. Time for another Starfield stream. Everybody. Stand by just a minute. Let me make sure I've got all of my muting taken care of. Stand by just a minute. Let me make sure I've got all of my muting taken care of. I think so. All right. So, when we left off, we had just confessed our love for Barrett. We had gotten interrupted by some mech head. And now we're back on New Atlantis, and we're going to go talk to Commander Tuala and tell him we're ready to join up. So let's go back and get him, eh? Although I don't know what happened to Barrett. Oh, there he is. Where you been, buddy? And I mean, seriously, who would not fall in love with that face? I wonder if Tuala ever takes a break.
They drive a pretty hard bargain for new recruits. I certainly couldn't say no.
Stick with me, buddy. We're gonna go places.
Everything squared away? Vanguard still has a place for you if you're interested.
Hell yeah.
Come around then? Ready to start your journey towards becoming a full captain in the UC Vanguard?
Sir, yes, sir.
Fantastic. Then just follow me.
I wonder what time it be. Morning?
Wouldn't be right doing this where we couldn't see the skies. Now, raise your right hand.
How do I do that?
The motto of the Vanguard is Supra et Ultra, above and beyond. That is where we serve, beyond the furthest reaches of the United Colonies military, and with honor and duty above reproach. Do you swear to protect and defend the citizens of the United Colonies to the best of your abilities? And to uphold the values of the Vanguard. Honor, loyalty, self-reliance in all your actions as a member of the United Colonies Navy?
Mostly. I do.
Then let me be the first to officially welcome you to the United Colonies Vanguard. Now, only thing left is getting you that probationary mission.
What could that possibly be?
What I've got is comms repair. Group trying to refurb an old colony war processing plant on Tau Ceti 2. Sounds like they'd barely gotten set up when their communications died. Place is as isolated as they come. So Brass wants a Vanguard to deliver the repair suite and ensure anyone present is safe and secure. So, can the people of Tau Ceti 2 count on you?
Sounds like easy work.
That's the spirit. Head down to the spaceport and talk to Crew Chief Harath. He'll get you the repair suite plus your new recruit kit. Oh,
new recruit
and
kit,
your
eh?
advance. Give it your all out there. Supra et Ultra.
Supra et Ultra. Holy smokes, 80,000 credits. Now that's a starting bonus right there. Where are we going? Nat station. Boom. Barrett, you're not coming? Alright. Don't ask me why I didn't fast travel. I'm an idiot.
Every time I see that statue, I feel a little bit more hopeful. Can't really explain why, but I do.
You're such a softie.
I've got some news for you. My partner and I, we're expecting.
Well, that's something.
Keep it moving.
Oh my god, come on.
Private sector. And that's where
It's good to be home, right?
It is. I'm about to leave
Okay.
again.
Just hand me.
Managed to live back here at all. Pull it for leeches, get it fixed up, and let her know we'll have it ready as soon as we can. Yes, sir.
Ah, you are new probationary then?
I
True
am.
Chief Herat. Pleasure to be working with you.
It's my job to make sure all you rocket jockeys are ready for anything that comes at you up there.
Rocket jockey?
Now, manifest says we're fitting you out with one comms repair suite.
Just one?
In addition to the standard issue welcome kit all probationary pilots get for their first mission. Med packs, some small arms, couple spare ship parts, all the essentials in case of any surprises up there.
Thank you.
My people will have everything on your ship before you lift off. Won't even know they were there. So, paying a visit to the people of scenic Tau Ceti 2. Nice easy one for your first job. Just keep your head on swivel and you'll come home safe. Any questions before you head out?
No questions.
Then I won't keep you.
Make us look good out there, recruit.
Will do. Alright. Now here's my question. Have I taken out the watchtower listening post on Tau City?
That technically is suitable air.
Oi. Would a listening post even show up on a scan, especially from this distance? Probably not. But I can tell you this, as soon as I show my face in that system, nothing. Well, all right, let's just go for it. And they're gone. Let's see what else we got. Ooh. The Corvette didn't hold up very long, did he? Let's see what else. A couple more items. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Yeah, I think that's all. A little bit of iron. Now, here's what I'm wondering. Since I got some intel from this system, if I take that back to Harper, will she point me to a listening post in this system? And should I do that before I go down to what the hell? YOLO. Well, of course it's storming. Just wouldn't be right if it was a nice clear day.
Captain, greetings.
Howdy. Alright, Barrett, this is gonna get weird. It certainly looks like Watchtower.
If we need to get closer, let's move in.
This does not look good, Barrett.
Looks abandoned. Suddenly dead. Not liking that.
Nope. Not good, buddy. I need some of that.
Salvager, maybe? Looks like this just happened relatively recently.
I knew I should have bought some ammo before we left. Hundreds of years in the future and they still have to burn their trash. Anybody home? Oh my goodness. It don't look good. Whoops. Got him while he was having a boom pop. I actually found some credits from one of those one time. Good to know. All right, Barrett. Yikes. Oh, look, there she is right there.
Either I got hit harder than I thought, or you've got some incredible timing. Regardless, I think it knows you're here. I'll unlock the door. Second floor, main building. But be quiet.
You're the creepy lady out. Okay, creepy lady.
So what do we got here? Too clean to be one of the settlers. Or a pirate. You see on patrol, maybe? Yeah, make my day if you said you were a shock trooper out for a stroll.
Your shock trooper is here to save the day.
Vanguard, huh? Yeah, I expect they didn't. I'm Hadrian. I was a researcher with the UC. I came here on a rumor of a... Well, I expect you saw the results on your way in. What's left of the settlers? The work of Oxysio Machina. A terramorph. One of the nastiest aliens humanity's ever crossed paths with. And this one, well, it's something of an anomaly. Possibly a worrying one.
Anomaly?
Oh, just perfect. Sure, why not?
Let's see. What kind of anomaly are we talking about?
Terramorphs have a unique growth cycle. They're usually only found on worlds that have been long colonized by humanity. But Tau said he's too young to have one. Yet here it is. I came looking for an explanation and found all this.
Sounds like you could use my help then.
I sure could. Because to confirm my suspicions about this creature, I'm gonna need a tissue sample from it. And to get that, I need its corpse.
Well, you got the right guy for the job.
But there is a way we can give ourselves an edge against this thing. The plant's security system. The admin terminal's here in this building, but it needs its connection reset. And as I found out, that's not a one-person job. But if you can make it to the security outpost and restore the connection, I think I can get things back online. See if the settlers left us any other tools.
Okay. Consider it done.
Good. Once I see the connection reset, I'll get things underway on my end. Take care of yourself out there. And make sure you leave enough of that thing for us to get a sample.
What else we got? Oh my, yes. There we go. I needed that. All right, I want to check something. Do we have... Gravity Wave, Creator's Piece. don't. I was wondering if we had the, whatever you call it, the one that freezes people. Wonder if that would work on him. What the hell? We'll see what that does. Alrighty then. Come along, Barrett. See what we can find in here first. Easy peasy.
And click. You got it.
Sirloin, round, flank, foreshank, blade, tongue, neck, chuck, ribs, tenderloin. What does a Sealy's tenderloin taste like? Let's see.
Connection restored. I'll make this quick. Plant's turrets took a beating, but I should be able to get you a couple of kill lanes. Just get the thing to chase you down the alleys between the buildings, and you'll lead it right into a crossfire. Oh, hello? I wish I'd found this earlier. You notice those sensors around the facility? Part of a livestock tracking system. Should let you keep tabs on how close the terramorph is. Not connected to this network. There should be a terminal in the adjoining room. Tune it to 183.5.
183.5. Got it. One target.
Tracker's reading green. What's that sound?
Security lockdown is active.
Shit. Stop. Stop whatever you're doing and get in cover. It's on the move.
Man, those things are mean.
Don't you forget it.
They're set up but need power. There's breakers on each of the buildings you can throw to get them live. Once they're online, lead the terramorph towards the lights and watch the fireworks. Give it hell, Vanguard.
It's outside or inside? I can't remember. It's outside, of course.
Nah, I don't get it. Factories in the middle of nowhere are usually connected to the military in my experience. But this is just neat, isn't it? A stinky giant nest is not what I wanted to find in a meatpacking facility. Let me tell you what.
Uh-oh. There he is.
System rearm. Fail. Additional power required. Local defenses restored.
Let's see. What did it say? Restore power to the kill lanes. We need to restore one more power. And of course it's right where our friend is. Distance to target 74 meters. Where'd he go?
Additional power input required.
Ah, frickin' frickety frick.
Activated. Stand clear.
Kill the Terramorph. Alright, where is he? Distance to target 92 meters. $104. Where is this sucker? There he is. Come on, lasers, do your thing.
I know how this ends.
Well, I'll be damned.
Ah, that's what I'm talking about. Hot damn. Think we could get it stuffed? You look awesome at the lodge next to that ship model.
See, any goodies in here? My goodness. go. Where was it? I just on it. There it is. Totally worth it. Boy, Hadrian got quiet. Sample retrieved.
Trekker's gone quiet. I suspect it's either hiding or... Wait. You did it, didn't you? Heavens above! You just flatlined a terramorph!
Easy peasy. I believe the words you're looking for are, thank you for saving my ass.
I'm not too proud. Thank you for saving my ass. You didn't happen to grab me a tissue sample, did you?
Hell yeah.
All right. I spotted a microscope downstairs. Let's see if we can't get to the bottom of this.
All right, I'm going to go straight to it, and she's going to wander off who knows where. Maybe not. Maybe you could use a med pack. You know, just saying. They're all over the place.
Older model.
Older model.
Alright, let's see what you can do. Running basic diagnostics. Nothing. Maybe a flag scan?
Scanning for flags?
Spectrograph. Damn. This equipment, it's not set up to do a proper analysis of our sample. But this terramorph being here, of all places.
Of all places.
It doesn't make sense. Humanity's spread plenty of creatures in our travels across the stars. Pets, livestock, pests. But terramorphs, they're different. To our knowledge, no one's ever spread them intentionally. Yet somehow, they follow us.
Some say they're demons. Others claim they're a witch's curse or a ghost's revenge. But the science is going to lead us to the real reason. I just know it.
So when humans settle a world, 70 to 100 years later, terramorphs tend to just appear. No one knows how or why. Dangerous, but at least predictable. Tau Ceti, though, it's too young to have a native population. It's only been colonized 20 years? But then the other option, that someone captured one of the deadliest predators in the galaxy just to wipe out some settlers minding their own business?
Yeah, that's not why they did it.
That seems awfully implausible. Which means we're either looking at a truly strange murder or a faster type of terramorph growth, the results of which could be catastrophic. Terramorph outbreaks have taken down far bigger colonies than this one.
I've seen what they can do. See. Big leap. How does no one know how terramorphs get onto human worlds? Aren't they kind of hard to miss?
Well, they're not exactly buying tickets and flying coach.
Smart ass.
The theory is that they're spread by some kind of egg or seed that's able to evade our detection. But how the hell an undetectable egg turns into a terramorph without anyone noticing is a question no one's ever found an answer to. And it's why what's happened here could be real bad news for the rest of human civilization.
Well, there's got to be a rational explanation.
There is. I mean, there has to be. We just have to find it. Time was, I had access to one of the best repositories of terramorph research in the galaxy. Seems a natural place to start looking, if I can figure how to access it. But we also need to get this sample properly analyzed, get confirmation on just how concerned we should be. Luckily, I think I know just the person to help with the sample.
Oh, yeah?
What would you say to delivering this to him for me?
Well, yeah, as long as there's
I'd
credits
do it
involved.
myself, but I need to call in some favors. See if I can't get access to that terramorph data. Plus, maybe just pop by a hospital for a little bit. Clear it with your commander first if you have to. You can even show them this. My gene tag. Tell them Hadrian Sanan is worried there could be more attacks on the horizon. They should recognize the name.
I'll make sure my commander agrees.
Oh, you don't understand what a weight off my shoulders that is. I need Dr. Percival Walker to put together a sample analysis for this thing. Full workup. He'll know what that means. I'm not sure exactly where to find him, but last I heard he was contracting with the Trade Authority on Mars. There's a place called the Sixth Circle in Sidonia. Bar run by some old friends. I'll meet you and Percival there. And here. It's not a lot, but you've definitely earned it. Should cover the cost of fuel to Mars at least.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate
Now,
it.
please go check in with your commander. We need to know what we're dealing with.
Will do. 1,800 credits. Oh, you cheap ass. Where the hell's my ship? There it is. All right.
Then get out of here. I'm anxious to see the stars again.
I wonder if we're going to be able to fast travel out of here, or if it's going to make us fight some Watchtower goons. Ooh, you know what? I can't go there. I've got Watchtower junk. Computer cores. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. I have a feeling I'm going to keep doing this, but that's all right. Part of the game. Find something better. Take it with you.
You might want this.
What'd you get for me? Sandwich?
Hey. I do, actually.
Was he going to say I
Here you
love
go.
you? Love you too, man.
Excuse me. If you have credits, I have merchandise.
I have a few credits. But I would rather sell some stuff. I don't know if it's worth it or not. I wonder if I should take the time to upgrade that a little bit. As soon as I sell this stuff, I'm going to need it for something. Oh, I forgot I had that. See if she's got anything new. Spacesuit 2. So, no. All right.
Welcome to Stardom.
Thank you.
You should probably go see Dr. Lane. Get that checked out. You're looking a little rough around the edges. Need a drink?
Sure.
This should be interesting. Give me a second, and I'll pull whatever's on here.
Give me something good.
We're done. Slate had intel on a post way out on the edge.
Perfect.
I'll ping you the coordinates. Check it out if you're feeling brave. Until next time.
All right, thank you.
All right, see you around.
Glorious as always. You too, I mean. Adorable. Yes, of course you can.
Let's see. Never mind. There you go.
Considering how many variables must have been negotiated in order for us to meet and fall in love, I'd say I'm the luckiest man alive.
You damn right you are.
Time for me to switch gears from romance to business again. Gotcha.
Excuse me.
All right. Back to the task at hand. Report to Tuala. And we're waiting for things to load again. So is this the way it is for everybody, or is it just me? Do I need to upgrade my system? It is an older system. It's an older system, but it checks out. Oh, man. That's kind of annoying. I do like to watch me run.
Look who's back. All set with that probationary mission? We can do your debrief and formally welcome you into the Vanguard whenever you're ready. A terror? What? How did you walk away with the terramorph tissue sample running comms repairs? What happened to the settlers?
All dead, sir. Things didn't go as advertised.
A gene tag? Let me see that. Sanan. I know that name. Let me check the database. Huh. A lot of this data's been classified. Here we go. Service
Data,
record.
potato, potato.
Wow. That's a lot of commendations. Seems like she served with distinction as co-head of a UC Xenoweapons division. Faced tribunal at the end of the Colony War. And was dismissed from duty. Guess
Lucky
that's why
they
I'd heard the
didn't
name before.
execute her.
If she's former Xeno warfare, though. Well, we can at least be sure she knows her aliens.
So this might actually be important.
Certainly seems that way. Did your survivor, Hadrian, did she mention why she thinks this sample's so special?
She's not sure.
I see.
I see.
This has been one of the more surprising debriefs I've ever been a part of.
Now, you ain't known me
I
long.
did actually have another mission lined up for you, supporting UC system defense against the Crimson Fleet.
It'll have to wait in
Now I
line.
guess you have two options on how to proceed. Head to the UC Vigilance and help out SysDef, or deliver that sample. I'll make sure you've got the proper clearances for either path. Consider these your first official orders. And here, so everyone knows you're working with the Vanguard. Welcome to the Navy, Captain.
Thank you, sir.
Vanguard's also got some custom ship modifications.
That's what
You'll
I've
be
been
clear
waiting
for
for.
access to them next time you're down at the spaceport. Talk to ship services. Now, if there wasn't anything else, suggest you move out.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. There are so many other things I need, though. And I need special projects, too. Gotta do that so I can upgrade my weapons. Delivering devils. Alright then. Let's go, Barrett. We've got some upgrading to do. Alright. Hope I've got enough credits to make this work.
You should inspect. Got anything you need to offload? Trade Authority is always buying. Kiosk right here for you.
Right here for you.
Sure, have at it.
All right. First off, getting rid of that. Getting rid of those. All right. Shields, Vanguard, Bulwark. Okay. Now. Vanguard Obliterator. I think I'd rather have that up here. Why is it flipping around? See. Where do I want to put the other two? Oop, where am I going? Guess I can put them right there. Go. Now, let's do a flight check. Weapons. Here we go. That only cost me half of my credits. I think we're good for now. I could upgrade my engines. No, I can't. That's going to take me a little bit. Let's see. Good for now. Could replace the razor leaves. Yeah, we'll do that later. Alrighty. Come on, buddy. Oh, excuse me, baby.
Welcome aboard. Find your seats, stow your belongings.
So far, everything is still in the right place. I'm paranoid now that every time I do something with the ship, I'm worried that I'm blocking off a section because of that stupid place doors yourself mod. It's off to Mars.
Digging in the ground or caves has been a classic human maneuver since our species branched off.
Crime's at an all-time low around Sidonia. Let's keep it that way. Used to think I was Vanguard material, till I discovered that space travel turns my stomach in knots.
Oh, hi there.
Hey there.
Sidonia may be rough around the edges, but it is utterly monumental for humanity.
As it's
We got lots of stuff.
Hey,
Take your
Manaki.
time and ask me if you need anything. I'm here to help. Cool. That's what we do here.
Let me see your spacesuits. Superior Nomad Spacesuit 1. Not that superior. Do I have anything to get rid of? Yeah, guess not.
See you around.
Okay. Hello there.
Invoices can be collected from the... Oh. Not here for a delivery, are you?
No, I'm not. That's a little too much info.
Worked. Past tense. Dr. Walker hasn't been employed here for some time now. A shame, too. We had such high hopes for Percival. I brought him on myself to do medical and biological consulting around the city.
Yeah?
Not the sort of work the Trade Authority traditionally does. But we thought it had the potential to become a whole new type of revenue stream for our branch. I invested no small amount of personal capital into the endeavor. But then he decided to run off after a discipline issue.
What sort of discipline
the
issue?
miners have him hidden somewhere. Plenty of cracks on this old rock. But at this point, it's probably for the best.
You don't sound particularly interested in finding him.
That's correct. We're no longer interested in Dr. Walker's services. He did leave his post, however, with a sizable debt to his name. If you were to find him and get him to pay, the Trade Authority would be most grateful for it.
Oh, I have an idea.
And you need fabulous interplanetary explorers to get this guy to pay his bills, huh?
Let's see. How much does he owe?
Why? Feeling charitable? I don't recall the exact figure off the top of my head, but with the interest it's accrued, I believe it's something substantial.
I think we could probably work
if you
something
were able
out.
to find him and convince him to clear his accounts, you would have our honest gratitude.
What exactly does that mean?
No promises, though. Got it?
Wonderful. I suggest paying a visit to the Sixth Circle, what I suppose is technically a bar on the lowest level of the city. If anyone knows where Percival is, the miscreants there would. But I would urge caution. They're not a group known for their hospitality.
Oh, they got attitude, all right. Barrett, where the hell are you? Oh, you're hanging out by the door. This freaking ladder.
Have you checked your your air filters lately? The city of Sidonia recommends checking your filtration unit every 2 weeks for old, faulty, or improperly fitted filters. Martian dust is a leading cause of respiratory illness. Remember, keep it breezy so you don't get wheezy.
The UC Exchange is a great place to buy your weapons. Just make sure to keep them holstered at all times.
What if I need to use them on some miscreant?
Broken Spear's upstairs. Go drown yourself there. This bar's for Devil's vets and their kin.
I didn't see any sign out there. What if I like drinking around morons? Then can I drink here? I'm not gonna say that.
Doc Walker? You're barking up the wrong...
Andy. You. Why don't you come here and tell me what some Vanguard captain wants with Walker? Stray topsider wanders into my bar asking after a man like Percival Walker. Raises questions. What do you want with him?
Should I show him this? Man, what the hell?
Hadrian. A woman named Hadrian sent you, a member of the Vanguard, to find Percival. Now, if that tag's a forgery, it's a damn good one. All right, Captain. If you are who you say, Supra et Ultra. Vanguard motto. What's it mean? Should have gotten that during your oath. I see. And tell me, what grade was it you got on your entrance exam? A? C? D+? That is right. All right, Captain. Maybe you are who you say you are. But look, even if I decided I was going to help you get in contact with Dr. Walker, Percival made himself scarce for a reason.
Yeah, I know.
His debt to the Trade Authority. But if someone resolved that debt, well, Percival wouldn't have to hide anymore. Can bet that person would make a friend out of Percival, and the rest of us devils. And I'm always inclined to help a friend.
Sure you are.
That's good to hear. Now, you want my opinion?
I want your opinion. I'll beat it out of you.
Debt would be to just saunter up to the authority and pay him direct, if you've got credits to throw away. Of course, rumor is the Trade Authority keeps all their records and collections files on a central server inside their storeroom. If someone was to break in there and adjust Percival's debt to something a little more reasonable, say a few hundred credits, I'd be happy to cover the costs.
Sure. We can help you commit a petty crime to secure your professional support. Why the hell not?
But, one friend of Hadrian's to another, Sidonia's full of old utility spaces. Wouldn't be surprised if there was one that let out right into the authority storeroom. Say, with an entrance behind the bar at the Broken Spear. Ooh, and you might need these.
Ooh,
now,
thank you.
What say you get out there and help Dr. Walker?
I got a better idea.
Hey, you may be Hadrian's friend. Come here. Heard you talking with Lou, so you're going to help Dr. Walker?
You aren't a red devil.
Oh, no. I mean, I've got my suspicions, but look, you're planning to help Percival, right?
Yes.
Oh, good, good. Percival's a good guy. Listen, I know how you can do it without having to resort to any B&E. Aqueous hematite. Mars is full of it. People think it's just garbage. But Percival and I, we've been working on some projects in the deep mines. At least when he wasn't slaving away at his trade authority contract. But we stumbled on a way to make it useful and profitable. You give our research over to Octai at the trade authority, it should more than cover Percival's debt. That guy's always looking for an angle.
But damn. Sounds pleasantly easy.
Well, yeah. We were never able to finish the research. Spacers moved in and ran us out. Started setting up shop.
Spacers.
Here comes the butt.
But if you can clear them out, I can walk you through how to finish the research. Then you can give it over to the trade authority. They'll get folks working in the deep mines again. Jobs come back, I become a modern-day folk hero. Then I don't have to sleep on an inflated spacesuit anymore.
Basically on his way to Australia. Awful lot of work to avoid buying a pillow, but sure, I'll help.
Oh, yeah. So access to the deep mines can be found outside the city. It's not far. Shouldn't even need to hop back in your ship. We'd set up right near the main drill. Taking out the spacer leader should get the message across to the rest of them to buzz off. Once you've managed that, phone up here on the comms panel, and I can walk you through finishing the research.
Well, okay then. Barrett, where the hell are you? Ah. So I disabled the improved follower behavior because I think that was causing some conflicts. Having done that, though, their behavior has gone back to being kind of stupid. They don't stay very close, and they kind of wander off on their own sometimes. And they are certainly not good to have around.
Found a clutch of heat leeches breeding in the utility section the other day. Not going to be able to get that image out of my head for a while.
Every time I start talking, some jerk interrupts me. What was I saying? Must not have been important. Alright, I'm going to take a short break right here because I did not plan well. I need to refill my beverage, and when I get back we will go take care of Percival's problem for him. Be right back. And we're back. Tonight's stream is brought to you by Dry Roasted Peanuts. What you need, buddy?
Oh, how are you?
That right there. Did you get it?
I did. Dropped him like a stone. Let's put a little out of range. Aqueous hematite. Seems a lot brighter than usual. It's like they've added some extra lights.
Never a dull moment here.
Under fire!
Nice work.
Oh, he had a lot of stuff.
There you are.
Set me on fire. Let's get a picture of that. 3 days late. That wasn't good. There, that's better. Stupid tombstone. Oh my, yes. Still need more of that 6.5 though. Anything else in here? something else.
We should absolutely expect to see more spacers in the mines. No doubt about it.
Oh, we will. Don't you worry about it. Anything in that box? Nope.
Something's out there.
I know, and I missed every one of them.
Oh, I love this part.
Stand up. Stand up, jerk.
Sure. I've got some time to kill.
There's a couple of more of them out there somewhere.
Guess we made a bad impression.
Guess I can't shoot through steps.
Hello, V.
I didn't mean to pick up that pack.
Ah, sorry. Gotcha. And now for an encore presentation of me.
He wasn't undercover at all.
Sure. Pick it up if you...
I am going to... Oh man, I forgot I had all this crap. Ah, well. I got room. I'll keep it for now.
You want?
This life of mine. Let's see, where would it be? Okay. There we go. This was a worthwhile little detour. It's upstairs. Do I really need to unlock that with a... I guess I do. Okay. Oh, that was easy. All right.
That didn't take long at all.
Yeah, it took longer than it should have. Rivets. Damn it. Oh my gosh. Freaking side star. More rivets. Anything on the table here? Okay, moving on. doesn't look good.
Looks like the living quarters are up ahead. It's going to be packed with spacers. Mark my word.
Not for long. Ah.
Show off. Do it again.
What the hell? I unloaded on that guy. Chunks cake. Eggs. Duty fatigues. Use that. I can use that. I think I've already got those two. Ooh, what have we here? That one. There we go. That one and that one. There we go. Easy peasy. Are you freaking kidding me? Who locks up a protein bar? Ooh, another one. Better be something good in here. Oh my gosh. Okay, that could work. And then that. This one is definitely for there. And then no. What about, nope. What about that? That would work. Okay. Okay.
Like butter.
And once again, it took a little longer than I wanted it to. Ah, I don't care. Stop that. It's just not worth it, you know? Hey, you want a ham boy? Shepherd's pie? Anything? Okay, nothing in there. Nothing in there. Maple cola. Don't know if I want to waste my time on those, you know? You never know when there might be something good in there. Make sure I'm not missing a different one. All right, so it's gonna have to be those two. There we go. Just a fit. Yeah, that was worth it. Anything up top side? Looks like I found the crapper pod. It's in here.
Make room for that. Sure.
It's credits, dude. We can always make room for credits. All right, moving on. How do I get down? I definitely need more ammo. I guess I could switch up my weapons. Got plenty of those. Them's good eating. Oh well. Come on, guys.
Didn't think this through, huh? Hey, this isn't over.
Got you too. That's gotta hurt. Okay, pardon me. Beg your pardon. Excuse me. Wiped them all out. Is that butter? Cheese. Hey, Barrett, there's a big block of cheese in there if you want it. Where'd they all go? There's like 5 of them. Guess I got them all. Somebody's left. No, not anymore. Here's the thing. Is my cutter gonna work? No. I'm not gonna be able to finish this mission if my cutter doesn't work.
Hello? Oh, took care of the spacers, huh? Good. Now to finish off the research, you're gonna need to collect a sample of hematite to run through the thresher. Damn it. Grab a laser cutter and head back to the chamber where you came in. Once you've got a sample, Thresher's the big machine in the next room. Passcode to start it is Ares 2330. Take care of all that, and we'll have Percival's name cleared in no time.
Not that. Come on. Damn it. Damn it. Ah! Finally. So that's weird. That's really weird. Something's off with my star shard. Dang. Getting good at this.
That's dexterity. Nice.
Password accepted. Initiating analysis. Compound analysis complete. Adding to existing notation. Copy. Process complete. You may collect your documentation.
What have we here?
All set? Good. You can take the elevator in that room back to the surface. There should be a key stashed in the thresher room, if the spacers didn't make off with it. I'll be waiting at the circle.
Who locks a freaking fridge? Dumping grounds, eh? Thing needs to have a gyro stabilizer. That's what I call a smooth landing.
Full steam ahead!
Good to know. Excuse me. You coming, Barrett?
Watch out for the robots. They're surprisingly sneaky.
You've got the slate. Let me see. Reduced joint wear? Oh, increased lifting capacity. A dose of this stuff could make a miner way more efficient. This formula's got to be worth at least as much as whatever Percival owes. Okay, so here's what you do. Tell Octai and the Trade Authority you found a business proposal that will make miners more efficient, higher yield, synergy, you know, all that business crap. And that you'll trade it to him for clearing Percival's debt. You good at doing pitches and stuff like that?
I'll give it a shot. I can sell ice to a cold guy. Okay, it's not my forte.
Oh, this is gonna be great. Oh, and here, a copy of the formula for yourself, in case you ever want to try maximizing your own industrial output. Oh, use that if you can. Good luck.
The United Colonies Vanguard program recently celebrated its 15-year anniversary.
Really?
Dozens of Vanguard pilots who are now full UC citizens attended the ceremony and listened to a speech from President Abe. The remarkable success of the Vanguard, the President said, is standing right before us.
So I'm curious why, hundreds of years in the future, SSNN wouldn't have video.
The latest concert of Hazani Lux and the Luxites sold out in a record 0.8 seconds. Hot off their latest album.
Have I got a deal for you?
Was there something else? I'm never one to turn away an opportunity. But I'd be curious what you think you've uncovered in the Martian market that others have missed. Aqueous hematite, iron and wastewater. Well, I'm not surprised no one has proposed something like this before. And exactly what does this new drug of yours do? An interesting proposal, if your data pans out. But where's this hematite coming from? The active mines would be too expensive to retool. The deep mines could be an option, but they're full of spacers. Or so I've heard. Is that so? Well now, that is intriguing. A completely untapped resource pool, and the sort of utility every mining firm in Sidonia would be clamoring to get their hands on. We could contract out all the actual lab work, bring on one of the hungrier mining concerns for materials.
I know one.
Licensing fees alone. And think what it would do for our image with the general populace. This mine, reopened, thanks to the Martian Trade Authority. Very interesting indeed.
Make a name for yourself, Octai.
And what do you want for the rights to this drug?
Mounds of credits.
Dr. Walker's dead? That's it? Consider it wiped. Well, it seems we have a deal then. And here, a finder's fee from the Authority. A perfectly reasonable amount for a discovery with this sort of potential. Wouldn't want you feeling shortchanged down the road. We'll just be taking that slate before you have any second thoughts. It was a pleasure doing business with you.
What do you think, Barrett? We do the right thing?
I was just about to go looking for you. Just to say hi. So, hi. You're one of the best things that has ever happened to me.
I know.
Oh, stop it. You're making me blush.
What is this? Speak to Lou.
Yeah? Did you now? Fine work. My end of the bargain then, I suppose. He's holed up in the old Red Devil's HQ. Place was sealed up tight after the UC shuttered our unit. But we snuck him in the back entrance through the deep mines. Was also going to warn you about spacers down there. But it sounds like you might have already tossed those dregs.
Yep.
Yeah, the passkey. And I'll let him know there's someone he owes one hell of a thank you on their way down.
Once I was in a glacial cave, surrounded by creepy red eyes, kind of like this. But it turns out they were just glowing bug butts.
Bug butts. Ooh, that reminds me. Guess I don't need it right now, but do need some ammo.
Ever been to Aquila?
Yeah.
Those security uniforms are
How you doing?
We got a little bit of everything. Is not an officially
Take a look.
All right. Nothing special there. Calibrated hard target. Nothing special in that bunch. Holy smoke, I picked up a lot of weapons. Wow. I need to build up my my trading as well, so I'll make more when I sell stuff and buy it for cheaper. $12.94, $12.74. Where'd the other cutter go? I picked up a second cutter. Huh. Weird. And where'd the rest of my skydrop flares go? I had like 25 of them.
And that it is
Okay.
not advised to allow
Be
children
safe out
into
there.
potentially dangerous work sites.
Let's see if Monaki's got any.
Keep our children safe.
6.5.
Keep them out of harm's way.
We got lots of
Thank you
stuff.
from the
Just
Sidonia Department of
Cool.
Labor.
That's what we do here.
6.5. See anything? Oh, he's got plenty of credits. I think I've got sturdy already. Not sure if I have technician in my list. What do we got here? There's my flares. All right.
See you around.
Let's go get Percy.
Sidonia can have a depressing effect on some people.
You never know where you'll be sent out. It's good to get some surface training.
Where are you fellers headed?
Do your part to keep Sidonia graffiti-free.
You can tough it out on Mars.
Where are you guys headed?
Proud to be a UC Marine. Hoorah! Glad I'm training out here and not somewhere like on the surface of Titan.
Whoops. A little too much. Oof. Where'd the stairs go?
Everything in the settled systems depends on minds like these. Oh, wow. This is the old way. It's a huge drill. No lasers. Any comments? Questions? No? Good. Whoa, yeah. If your map doesn't match up with reality, time to evacuate because something's wrong.
That is a big drill. Almost not worth it. What is the damn trick? Huh. This is going to be annoying.
Well, this must be the place. Looks like there's a light in the door, too. How charming.
Mars Research Facility. Bonk. Friggin' things.
So you must be the one who got me out of the red with the trade authority. Can't say I don't appreciate it, but I doubt you came all this way just to do me a favor. Now you want to explain to me why you're going around harassing nefarious old men by wiping away their hard-earned debts? Adrian sent you. Did she look okay?
Yeah.
A terramorph. She's fortunate to be alive at all. Hope you two had plenty of backup.
Just us.
So what's this she had you bring all the way down here after putting you in harm's way? Adrian said that, huh? If she made you come all the way for this... Let's get inside. I need to see these cells.
Ah, rivets.
Gonna ask you to not touch anything. Got some projects in the works down here. I wasn't expecting guests. Oh, and Lou mentioned how you took care of the debt. Can't say I'm thrilled the Trade Authority got their mitts on the research, but I guess that's the price you pay not to live in a cave the rest of your days.
Yep.
All queued up. Let's gaze into this abyss, shall we? All right, just get those cellular markers tagged. Wait, where are the markers? This can't be right. This sample, it's Londinian. I'll need to get this all.
Londinian. I thought it was
Adrian really gave you this
Londinium.
You're not lying to me? Because if you told me this was a hoax, and it'd be the best damn fake I've ever seen, I'd be mad and very, very relieved. Can't just humor an old man, huh? This sample, it's got all the indicators of the worst terramorph attack in human history. I presume you've heard of Londinian. It was a city wiped completely off the map by terramorphs. The swarms are so bad, they had to blow the spaceport and seal the place off from the galaxy at large. Not a lot of samples made it off the world from the time of the attack, but the ones that did, well, they look just like this one. I didn't detect any of the telltale signatures this specimen ever sat on a ship while it was alive, either. I don't think it was transported to Tau Ceti. This specimen, it grew there, faster than any terramorph should.
How do you know
Which
how fast
means
they grow?
If we're about to start a new era in human-terramorph relations, where big,
sudden Londinian-style attacks can happen outside Londinian. That's not gonna end well for humanity.
Humanity has survived a lot, but this could be a bottleneck event for our species if we survive. And the devastation to society, to knowledge, it would reduce civilization to shambles.
So you lugged this bad omen all the way here. You want to tell me what your plans are for it now?
Get your boots on.
Music to my ears. Here, faster we take the lift to the surface. Not supposed to use it, but given the circumstances, I'm inclined to just ask forgiveness. Let's get going.
Okay. Which way is that?
UC probably wanted to forget all about their role in Xeno warfare. Typical.
Now we're coming up somewhere else. And it's morning. I guess we're going to have to do that if we're going to fast travel.
Ah, home, sweet home.
Hi. Please disregard. I attempted an informal greeting, but I am dissatisfied with the result.
The community center on P1 is a good place to connect with others, or fulfill any spiritual.
Tragedy struck a rural settlement on Cal State. A surprise terrormorph attack killed every settler. There were no survivors. The
Man,
settlement
news
is
travels
sadly no
fast.
stranger to terrormorph attacks, but how and why they occur is barely understood. Colonial Health and Human Services will be holding a service for the relatives of the deceased, offering their sincerest condolences.
I guess I can
Am I in your way? Sorry.
meet what's her name at the news at SSNN and tell her that I was involved with this.
Is that really her?
Hadrian.
Percival. My God, look at you.
I almost thought they were gonna
You're an
hug.
old man now.
You're no hassling yourself anymore, Major. Our friend here showed me your sample. Suffice it to say,
Not here. Let's talk somewhere more private. Lou said we could use the back.
That guy just leans against that wall all the time.
Lou gave me the abridged version of what went down. Yeah, I can't thank you enough for taking care of all that.
Makes two of us.
I hope it ultimately didn't end up being too much trouble.
Nah.
That's certainly not what I was expecting you'd have to go through. But thank you. I'm just glad you both came through intact. So, were you two able to get that workup together?
Got it right here. That sample? It's an exact match for the ones from Londinian.
Londinian. That's exactly what I was afraid of.
Not thrilled to be the bearer of that kind of news. That's for damn sure. So tell me you've got some kind of plan for that workup.
Well, right now, we've got more questions than answers. So I've been trying to figure out what it's gonna take to access our old Terramorph data.
Good place to start. What'd you find?
It's in the archives.
The Armistice Archives? Doesn't that mean we'd be dealing with the Cabinet? And the Freestar Collective? And House Varun somehow? Guess we can kiss that approach goodbye.
I didn't think the Cabinet would be willing to hear us out either. But I called in some favors. They've agreed to hear us out on 2 conditions.
Yes.
1, they want to see this analysis you two have procured. And 2, they want to discuss what happened on Tau Ceti. With both of us.
All you need is someone to charm the higher-ups. I'm your gal.
Well, that's about the best news I've had all day. But before you commit, I want to make sure you know the whole story. Percival and I, we're not just researchers. We were military scientists.
No.
Ran a division of the UC together that deployed aliens on the battlefield as weapons.
No.
Place I was hiding out. That was our unit's home base.
No.
After some early fits and starts at other facilities, the place eventually became the heart of UC xeno-warfare. A practice that's been banned ever since the armistice went into effect almost
I think
20
I
years
found
ago.
one of your previous research
The
facilities.
military cut us loose for what we'd done. Oh. Well, that means a lot. It's not something I'm exactly proud of. But it was during that assignment that the UC asked us to explore deploying Terramorphs on the battlefield.
Yeah, that was a failure.
The project never got off the ground, but the data our team gathered is now sitting in the archives, along with all the other information banned after the Colony War. Under the watchful eye of monitors from all the galactic factions still participating in regular politics. But if we can convince the Cabinet to help us access that data, it'll give us the tools we need to decipher what exactly this sample might mean. And hopefully, how to prevent more attacks like the one that spawned it.
Let's see.
All right. I'm gonna go get this work up into the Cabinet's hands. I'll meet you out front of Mast in New Atlantis.
Good luck. You two are gonna need it. Hey, you.
Do you have a child or children between the ages of
Essentially
1
perfect.
Get your mind on the job.
Not a lot of folks would have stuck their necks out for a stranger like that.
You do a lot of weird stuff most folks don't do.
Put your children on the right path to success and enroll today.
Careful near the railings on the upper levels. It's a long way down.
I got a boost pack. Alright.
And now, SSNN has exclusive details on his death. It all all starts with the scheme to steal farmers' land using a violent mercenary gang known as the First. The First intimidated, extorted, and in some cases murdered innocents in order to acquire farmland for Hope Tech. It turns out, the whole scheme was orchestrated by Ron Hope. The ranger who took down Ron Hope says, in his final moments, Ron Hope offered extravagant bribes and threats. And it ultimately broke out into a life-or-death struggle. All of this have left those that survived Ron Hope in a precarious place. What will happen to Hope Town or Hope Tech? Our ranger source, for one, believes that Hope Tech is a great company and hopes it'll weather the storm.
Yeah, you say what you gotta say. Frankly, I think their ships are crap and ugly, and I don't care what happens to their company.
Ever been to Aquila?
Yeah.
Those security uniforms are way cooler than anything we've got.
Nah. Hey there.
Talk to me if you reckon you can hack it as a bounty hunter.
Man, you guys are taking your time getting out of here. Hey, Waylon, are you following me?
See what's out there.
I think there's a mod that lets you have more than 10 ships. I'd like to look into that. Man, why is everything powered down? Ooh, new data. So why does Europa show that there is a colony there when there is no colony there? Usually there's a some kind of something on Venus. Got everything? Nope, not everything. Gets everything. All right, where are we going? All right. Barrett? Those you can trust.
Captain! Over here!
I see ya.
The workup's in the cabinet's hands. They said they'll call for us once they've gotten to properly review it. But listen, I know I should have been more forthcoming about who I was earlier. So, in the interest of full disclosure, there's one more thing you ought to know before we head up there. My relationship with the UC, it's more complicated than it might seem at first glance.
No.
The UC's actually the only reason I'm here in the first place. I am a clone.
What?
Of a man named Francois Sanon.
Not
One
the
time
Francois.
Admiral of the UC during the Colony War. Former head of the UC Navy.
Vae Victus?
They called him Vae Victus. Woe to the defeated, in Old Earth Latin. A title he earned. The program I was a part of, it was the UC's attempt to create a new generation of military minds from one of their most respected tacticians. Secure the leadership of the UC military for generations to come.
You know, I'll bet you the UC would try to transplant a monkey head onto a human body. That's the kind of crazy stuff they would get up to.
I'm the last. A few of my siblings, they passed when we were young. Training accidents and the like.
Must have been tough.
But most of the rest were deployed to the front lines during the Colony War, and they never came back. Not a day goes by where I don't think about what the world would look like with them still in it. A non-trivial amount of gene editing. Clone, honestly, isn't even really the right term for our relationship, thanks to the amount of donor material that was required to bring me into this world. He and I are different on more than a few levels, but there's no denying the fact we're inextricably linked. He would have happily told you he was one of the greats. Ultimately, though, it didn't matter. The man I was cloned from, my father, was executed for acts he committed during the war.
Oh, you think so, huh?
The man caused a lot of death on both sides. Freestar Collective and UC. Military and civilians. And the things he did, well, they're a part of the reason the UC and Freestar Collective aren't really on great terms to this day.
You don't say.
So my involvement, it could be another obstacle they throw at us up there. I just wanted you to be forewarned.
Well, thanks for letting me know.
I really appreciate you saying that. I just thought you deserved to know, considering how much you've done already. You know, while we've got a second, was there anything else we needed to discuss? I know you got dropped into the middle of this pretty fast. Or if you've got any last-minute business to attend to, now might be a good time. No telling how long the cabinet's gonna keep us waiting out here.
No questions.
Then I guess it's just a matter of... Sounds like our cue. Here we go.
How'd you get in here ahead of me? After me. Where's Percy?
Ah, welcome. You must be the captain Hadrian mentioned in her report. You have our thanks for the risks you faced in securing this information.
Thanks don't feed the bulldog. Thanks don't keep my ship fueled.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Yes, well, precisely how urgent is what I hope we'll determine here today. So now, we have two petitioners here making a surprising request. Access to the UC Xeno Warfare Team's Terramorph data, currently housed in the Armistice archives. A request which will require not just this body's agreement, but that of all three Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun.
I could get it.
Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the subject, but we have yet to hear from you. Perhaps you could summarize for the Cabinet what it is you see as the goal of this endeavor.
Let's see. We need the archival data to find a way to stop a possible Terramorph apocalypse.
That is something to consider. Though we also have to take into account the nature of the data you require.
Madam President, I object to the very premise of this meeting. While no one would argue that what happened on Tau Ceti was anything less than a tragedy, Terramorph attacks are not some sudden new threat on the horizon. They've been happening for generations. To demand we hand over banned archival knowledge and possibly upset the balance of galactic diplomacy because of a single attack seems at best panic. And at worst, a power grab by the daughter of a bloodthirsty warmonger and her associates.
I would remind the chief diplomat who he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're welcome to consult a medium.
Burn.
I would also ask how many deaths the Cabinet requires to act. 50? 50,000? Because if tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks, I have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
Let's keep this civil, shall we? And while there should be no doubt, the preservation of life stands paramount among this body's duties. Chief Yassine has a point. Will a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to convince the other factions to grant us access to what they no doubt consider weapon data? I don't think it's enough. Perhaps you can help, Captain.
The data
As the
is
one
not
who actually
harmful
collected
in
the sample in
itself.
question, did this terramorph seem at all alarming to you?
Just taking her word for it as well, then.
Screw you.
So it would seem. So then, Captain, given the discussion now and the information you've been privy to thus far, if you were in our position, would you grant the request made to open the archives?
It's a risk, but so is doing nothing.
I'm inclined to agree.
As am I.
Well, I am not. I've heard nothing here to convince me that we should do anything but wait. And I will not risk galactic peace on a question of if.
Yes, a fair assessment, Chief Diplomat. So then, while the data you two have presented is compelling, I think we can safely say it's insufficient for the level of action you've requested. Perhaps once we've... What was that?
Attention. An incident has occurred. Facility lockdown engaged.
So I tried a different
Chief
different
Sarkin,
line
what's
there,
happening?
mentioning Londinian,
At the spaceport.
and that did not convince them.
Terramorphs. More attacks. Just as predicted.
Good God.
It's happening, folks. Don't panic. We need to focus.
There must be another explanation. The creatures evaded our scanner somehow.
There will be plenty of time for conjecture later. Chief Sarkin, order the evacuation of the spaceport and have your men contain the things, but do it discreetly. The last thing we need is a citywide panic.
Yes, ma'am.
Admiral Logan, the local barracks can provide support?
I'll make the order myself. Nearest anti-Xeno squad, though, is off-world. Going to take a while to bring them in.
Well then, we'll have to make do with the tools we've got. You two, we can't risk those things getting out of the spaceport. I want you both on the next train there. We'll let them know you're coming, and that you've dealt with these things before. Now go show them how it's done.
We're on it, ma'am. Captain, I'm right behind you. Let's get down there.
Yeah, this is dumb. Gotta get this stupid thing.
You! The EM rifle, grab it!
That's it.
Now!
Now hit him with everything you've got. Stop! We're trying to help you!
I can't stop!
This thing sucks.
Adorable! Bring it! Surprise! No guns!
Why? Why are you doing this? That's not good.
Good lord.
Thank you for what you did. We didn't want to hurt them.
The way those people were acting. I've seen this before. They were under the Terramorph's influence, weren't they?
I don't know. They were down at the port and they just started screaming. We tried to restrain them, get them on the train to get them out of harm's way, but some of the other officers down there, we couldn't restrain them fast enough. They just started firing on us. People we knew. They went berserk.
Pheromonic projection. Some Terramorphs, they can induce this fog. It affects everyone differently, but some people just lose control, turn against everyone around them, even if they don't want to. They're like a puppet. You kill the morph, you break the hold. But this means we're gonna need to be real careful with our fire, and keep that EM weapon at the ready.
Sounds like we need to hustle.
I'm not suggesting. It's documented behavior. The result of the projection, though, can vary wildly. Some folks just shrug it off. Others hallucinate. And some lose control altogether. They'll lash out at anyone around them, but still be aware while they're doing it. Those cases, you'll either need to knock them out with EM fire, or free them by killing the Terramorph.
Alrighty then.
Let's do it.
Nat's unlocked. Please, do what you can to help them.
Is that Greta Thunberg? Excuse me. Thunberg. Greta Thunberg. Ba-ba-boom. Frozen. The guy's invisible.
My God, no time to waste, Captain. Stash the EM and pull some firepower. Let's move.
Evacuation order has been issued for the spaceport district. All citizens are required to proceed to the nearest shelter.
You might back up. Don't just stand there. Good.
Captain, you're going to be okay. It's not real. Whatever you're experiencing right now, it's not real. We have to put down that morph.
Experts? Take whatever we can get right now. We've got the remaining creatures locked down on the landing pad, but we're barely holding our perimeter. They said you've done this before, huh? Well, one fire team to spare and whatever supplies you need, but I can't risk them taking over any more of my men. Put those things down and do it fast. We'll hold them as best we can.
Take everything I can.
Heard you might be looking for some backup. You say the word, we're out there on your 6.
You two have any experience with Terramorphs before?
Only the brief they just gave on the way here, but we know how to handle pressure.
Surviving a full-on mental assault isn't the same as keeping your cool in a firefight. Might make you more liability than asset.
We're not UC security. You don't need to worry about us.
We'll handle this. You two stay put.
Your call. We're on the line.
Alright, you guys. Stay put.
Creatures have so much in common everywhere we go. Yet they are so different.
Jerk. Do-do-do-do-do. Barrett, get back.
Target down. Nice work, Captain.
I don't want to even think about what would have happened had we failed. This was damn heroic, Captain.
You damn straight. Where you headed, Barrett, to? So I don't know how those things basically blow ships up like this. Ooh, I'm encumbered. There's a red one. You guys okay?
Guess they weren't kidding about you two.
That's right.
Universe put the right people in the right place.
You know me.
Certainly doesn't feel like it. I don't want to think what would have happened if you two hadn't been here.
Just glad we could rise to the occasion. Captain, we should report back to the President. Let her know the Terramorphs have been dealt with.
These
Take care of
two.
yourself, Sergeant.
My clearance is inside the danger zone.
Attention. The spaceport has been secured. Safety precautions remain in place. Please wait
I doubt you need to bring all of that.
Yes, I do. I need every ounce of it. You all right, Greta?
Terramorphs. Holy
That's a relief to hear. Thank you, gentlemen. Let your people all know how much we owe them today.
Yes, ma'am.
Ah, there you are. I believe we have some things we should discuss.
Those
Captain?
creatures killed UC citizens.
Hadrian,
They're not.
it would appear that the Cabinet owes you our thanks for what you did for the city today. As well as an apology. Your concerns about the Terramorphs, well, consider them validated.
Thank you, ma'am.
Of course. I only wish we could have acted sooner. Now, after today's events, the Cabinet has decided to revisit its previous decision. We will be supporting your collection of the Terramorph data from the archives, as well as a subsequent investigation into the nature of these attacks. But to accomplish those goals, we're going to need the right people in the right places. As such, the Cabinet has authorized me to reinstate you, Hadrian, effective immediately, to your former rank of Major.
Yeah, look at that.
As soon as we've got the data in hand, we want you investigating these attacks and how to stop them. Will you do this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I'd be honored.
Excellent. But as you've both made clear, for such an investigation to succeed first, we're going to need someone to convince the Freestar Collective and House Varun to play ball. Someone who knows precisely the sorts of dangers the colonies and all the galaxy are facing right now. The Cabinet wants you, Captain, to be that representative.
Well, I'm honored. I'm just a Vanguard nobody.
We do. In exchange, we're willing to fast-track your citizenship upon collection of the data.
Well, all right then.
So, will you help us?
Hell yeah.
I'm glad to hear it. Now, we, of course, won't be sending you in without the proper support. Deputy McIntyre in the Office of Interstellar Affairs will be your guide on gaining access to the archives. You should be able to find her in her office across the hall. And on behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our thanks. We're dismissed.
Oh, yes.
Okie dokie.
Hello. I needed to hear your
I'm gonna go
voice
check
right
in
now.
with Chief Engineer Kulkarni. Start getting a plan together for that data.
Okie dokie.
We didn't get where we are by sitting on our laurels. Our laurels, in fact, became uninhabitable a long time ago. Helps to remember that.
All right. Well, you know what? I think I'm going to call it a night because moving forward, it's going to be a little bit more detailed than I have time to finish. So, having said that, I want to say thanks to everyone who joined us tonight. It was fun. If you like what you saw, if you'd like to see some more, then by all means, like, subscribe, follow. Follow me on X. I will be posting there when I'm going live again, which in this case is going to be tomorrow night, same bat time. Until tomorrow night, please take care of yourselves. Later, nerds.